The Arduino is an open source computer, hardware and software company, and the user community designs single board microcontrollers and the microcontroller kits, and these can be used for realizing number of real life projects. The product was distributed as an open source hardware, and it is under the GNU license, so that anybody is allowed to manufacture this type of PCBs, and a variety of codings related to different projects are available as open source. That is the foremost reason why the Arduino boards are popular compared to other microcontrollers. The Arduino design is equipped with a set of digital and analog input outputs that may be interfaced with various shields and other circuits. The board also includes USB, and on some models there is also some additional facilities in the form of peripheral interface cards. The microcontrollers can be typically programmed by using C or C++, and for the purpose of programming, compiling and assembling, a separate integrated development environment is available along with the Arduino board. The Arduino project actually started in the year 2003 as a program for students, and it was actually in the country Italy this developments started, and initially it was for hobby projects. Now that even industrial applications can be done with the Arduino board. This video shows the application of the Arduino board for an industrial project. The purpose is to monitor the three-phase voltage by means of a SCADA system. Any Arduino board will have at least a RS-232 interface. Perhaps the current versions have got a USB board, in the sense that you can directly plug in by means of a USB connector and do the programming activities. Most Arduinos are 8-bit AVR controllers, like the ATmega 168 or ATmega 328, and some cases 32-bit Arduinos are available, but still these are not popular. And for our project we have used the Arduino 328 controller, and in most of these Arduino shields you will have the I2C communication meant for peripheral interface process, and the board, it has got a built-in 5-volt regulator, and thereby it can derive its power supply directly from the USB. Perhaps external connectors are available if the designer wishes to provide a separate power supply connection. That can also be done. There is a bootloader in the Arduino controllers, and that simplifies the uploading of programs into the on-chip flash memory. The The bootloader is also available freely in the internet. If necessary, you can also download the bootloader. And Arduinos are programmed nowadays by means of the USB interface. USB to serial conversion chip is available, or the facility may be available in the AVR chip itself. And advanced Arduinos may even support Bluetooth. And yet another feature, almost all Arduinos support the in-system programming feature. In-system programming feature is available with the Arduino. Generally, you will have 14 digital I/O pins, and 6 of the I/O pins can produce PWM pulses. That is a better facility for a board of your palm size. These features are really good, and many Arduino boards are interchangeable. Arduino board manufactured by one company can always be replaced by the same processor Arduino manufactured by another company. Maybe their size also generally remains the same, and I would suggest students could purchase the Arduino board from Spartan Electronics, or you can also buy from Indian manufacturers like us. Actually, what we do is we import the Arduino boards and we make a resale, and the price is going to be 100 rupees more than the actual price. And the only feature what you can expect from us is that the boards are tested at our institute, so you can directly start with your project coding. The task of verifying the working of the board, that students are relieved. A program for Arduino may be written in any programming language, and we have compilers that produce binary machine code for the target processor. AVR Studio can also be used for this purpose, and we do have cross-platform applications which are written in Java, so they can also be used to program the Arduino device. Generally, you will have free Arduino IDEs. So for most of the hobby projects as well as industrial projects, those things can be utilized. And there is also the facility to download the program. Once you take the IDE, integrated development environment for Arduino, that will also contain the facility to download the programs. The programs written with the IDE of Arduino, it is called the sketches. Sketches are saved on the development computer as text files, and they have the extension .ino. And Arduino supports C and C++. And it also supplies the software library for writing or development of your projects. And final form that is to be downloaded into the Arduino board, that should be in hexadecimal. And this conversion from the C language to the final hexa form, these things are taken care by the IDE itself. The program structure, it contains main thing, One is the setup. The function is called once the sketch starts upon the power on reset. And here what we do is the variables are initialized, and the pin input and output modes are assigned. And the next part is the loop, the part after the setup, that is the loop. The loop part that is being continuously executed by the processor until power supply is shut down. And if you happen to buy Arduino board, generally it comes with the LED blinking example in the Arduino board itself, and we have a blinking LED. A readily available code or a code has been priorly programmed into the Arduino board for the LED blinking. So as soon as you buy the board, to verify its integrity, you can power on and see if that LED blinking example is running properly. So that ensures that the board is in proper condition.